What is going on, guys? Red here. Welcome back to another dark and darker video. Today we are going to be disguising ourselves as a default wizard, but little do they know we are packing some heat. The idea is to make players hold W and think that we are a free kill. This should be super fun. For the perks, we are going Sage, Arcane Mastery, Mana Surge, and Quick Chant. And we will be running a 10 spell setup with these spells. With that out of the way, let's queue up the 124 plus gear score Goblin Caves and bait some geared players into thinking we are an absolute Timmy wizard. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get in there. Alright, and in we load for game number 1. This is again going to be me commentating over the gameplay. It won't be live commentary. At the beginning of the game here, we're just going to be clearing some goblins, of course. Paving ourselves a way south. I should have just missiled this Bola Goblin. The magic staff just ain't it. At least for me, I don't really use this weapon. But we do have a heal shrine near, which is nice. Yeah, ideally, I would just want a crystal sword here, but because we're trying to sell the default wizard disguise, we need that magic staff because that is what the wizard class starts with. So I end up making my way through the spider room south here to try and find a fight, of course. The video is gonna lag here. I don't know what happened to the footage, but that web just broke the recording software, I guess. And we just teleport through the web on the video here. And I hear someone breaking pots in this south room here. And I notice it's a rogue. I see him go stealth, so I'm just pretending to open the door, waiting for the stealth to go out. This is the only play really rogues have. Pre-haste and just get away. And now he starts running because his stealth has been depleted. And now we have to chase. Again, I light orb his stealth. We take our time on that last sap, and he falls. I was trying to cut him off around the spiders there, but he decided to stay. I think he had stealth up again, so he decided to stealth and think that I was going to go through the rocks, but we decided to go the other way, and we light orbed him. That's why light orb is so good, because there are so many rogues and solos right now. This guy wasn't too geared, though. It doesn't really matter what gear a rogue has, though. If they do get the ambush on you and you are playing wizard, you are dead. As many of you probably have found out playing the class. Anyway, we do a quick campfire, quick little reset. And back in we go. The most action you're going to find on the Goblin Caves, of course, is the middle of the map. So that is where I'm trying to head right now. I should have just sorted my inventory when I was campfiring, because you can do that while you're resting. But it's always good to make sure you have a nicely sorted inventory, especially in solos when you're trying to loot fast. But yeah, as you can see, I'm walking around holding the staff out because I want someone to see me like this and not with the book out. Because I feel like if they see the book, they're going to think I'm a little bit better and not a completely new Timmy. So anytime I hear someone, I'm going to try to engage with the staff just to look like an absolute noob. Again, open door, jump away from door, light orb door. This is how you have to play every single game with the meta right now as wizard. It is what it is, but that's rogue. And anytime you see a dark corner that looks a little suspicious, just chuck a light orb at it. You can never be too safe on wizard. I see an open door, so I start trailing down where this player may have gone. Again, light orb for the rogue. And then I notice a barbarian who just opened a door, and see how I'm holding my staff out? I'm trying to sell it so hard with the staff. He's crouching at me. He's like, oh, look, a wizard. That's not a threat. He lets me land a free ice bolt. And now he's angry. He just holds W and eats an entire magic missile. Guys, I'm telling you, anyone who sees a wizard with a staff will just hold W because they've probably killed them over and over again without fail. Barbarians are also the most notorious for this. But yeah, this guy had some decent stuff. So we're going to take all that. Pretty decent felling axe as well. And that is all we decide to take. Again, I'm still trying to just head to the middle of the map here, because we are not done. I'm just so paranoid. I see 3 open doors, darkness. I'm just assuming that there's a rogue in every single corner. And we spot a fighter in the middle room, hitting him with the staff bait. He goes for the prop pot and holds W. Doesn't even reload his crossbow. We land 3 zaps in a row there in quick succession. And then he hits me with the nicest elevator close drive-by I've seen. But unfortunately, the Goblin Warrior was there waiting to claim his kill and slices him to death. I feel bad for killing this Goblin after what he's done, helping me with that, getting the assist. But unfortunately, we cannot loot his body unless we kill all these mobs. I throw up the elevator just in case there is a player above me who's going to drop down. And then I try to just campfire reset before we kill the centipede, because I am almost out of spells here. First, we got to deal with the mummy, of course. We get hit for half our health. But we finally get the campfire down and we are chilling. This time I sort my inventory while we're resting, so we have room to loot whatever that fighter had. Of course we gotta kill the centipede first. Gotta make sure we didn't get any crazy rings, and it had 2 bandages on it. Always and never lucky with the centipede loot, I swear. And now let's see what this fighter had. Holy crap, this guy had some crazy gear. I'm surprised. I honestly kind of figured his health was a lot because we did land 3 zaps, splash fireball on him, which is usually enough to kill a fighter. Look at those Lightfoot boots. Very nice gear this guy had. I did not think he would be this juiced, but when he did use that magic protection pot, and I'm surprised he used one because we were in the default wizard disguise. I thought he would just run at me with his longsword with sprint. Gotta go for the golden chest, of course. But yeah, we fill up our bag with all this loot, and all I'm thinking now is let's hit a blue portal and get out with all this loot. Got a couple goblins to deal with. My plan here is to kind of just wait for the elevator and then get the quick extraction that way. And I don't even see what in the corner of my eye was just a barbarian in the middle room, sneaking around. Elevator comes and look at him. Warm all out and everything. Another barbarian. Here we go. I try to commit to a chase here, but look how far this guy already is. His move speed is absolutely insane. And I just say, you know what? Let's just get out with the loot we have. We can't even fit any of that guy's stuff in our bag. Not even worth chasing. So I come back. Oh yeah, I dropped the cloak here, by the way, because I was trying to fully commit to the default disguise, and I was gonna pick it up later. Don't worry, guys. I will not leave the cape like last video. I know some of you guys are telling me. Invis into the exit, and we are out. What a great first game. We pretty much filled up our entire inventory of loot that game. Let's see what it's worth. Alright, so the first 10 items I have listed here come out to 8,400 gold, a lot more than I expected. And the other 6 items we have listed come out to about 2,700 gold. Overall, over a 10,000 gold run. Really good. Alright, and straight we go into game number 2. This one is also action-packed. Not really sure why I'm hovering the quick champ perk. I think I was trying to show my perks or something. But we already did it at the beginning of the video. But yeah, same beginning to the game as pretty much all games in the solo goblin caves. You kind of want to just pave a little path that you can use for kiting if you do need to fall back on. Now let's staff bash some goblins. Looking back, I should have probably just taken ignite for the PvE. But the only reason I didn't want to do that is because I didn't want people to think that I was the bonk wizard build. Because people are genuinely scared of that build, since it does do decent damage. Again, if you're ever against the ranged goblins, don't be afraid to just use a missile. Just to save you guys some boredom, I'm going to be speeding up the goblin whacking. I can't get over how ridiculous this sounds when you speed up the video, but just bash some goblins with the magic staff, and we head to the middle of the map where all the action always happens. And what do you know, we stumble across a ranger wearing a copperlight tunic. We engage him with the zap staff. And then the goblin mage comes in with the MVP magic missile on him. And I don't know if you guys saw that south, but I just saw a rogue jiggle peek me at that south pillar. This is kind of a problem because we do have the goblin mage on us. Try to scare him with a bunch of light orbs. We cannot loot that ranger. And there he goes, he comes out of stealth. And then a fighter out of nowhere enters the room. And he just snipes him all the way from the door. I'm telling you, the craziest PvP goes down in this room right here. And we still have this goblin mage on us, so I finally decide to execute it. And now we have 2 players to loot with that fighter still alive. But for some reason, this fighter just doesn't push the room. Quickly slurp the rogue. This guy didn't really have too much gear at all. Fighter tries to hit a shot on us, but whiffs. Now the ranger on the other hand had some pretty decent pieces here that do end up selling for quite a bit. I do hear the fighters start to push, so I get away from the bodies. Before I fight this guy, I really want to get a campfire down. But now that we've looted everything, it doesn't really matter that he has the middle of the room. Spells fully replenished. It's time to get back in there. Now, for some reason, I decide that I'm going to give this guy a staff fight. And just completely commit to the staff here. Now, he almost makes a crazy play with the sprint there around the corner, but I think I do end up ducking his swing. Yeah, poor guy kind of just dies to the staff saps. Now, in this guy's shoes, he should have just been utilizing that recurve bow, because in just landing 2 body shots would it be enough to get me past half health, probably. But for some reason, he just didn't use that recurve bow. Although fighter into wizard is a very hard matchup, especially since this guy probably had very little magic resist. And this guy's gear wasn't very good at all. Now, I did end up skipping about 2 minutes of me just waiting in the middle here for the elevator so that we can extract with the loot we just got off those kills. Because we ended up getting 3 kills technically right there. 1 going to the Goblin Mage, of course. And of course, the minute it starts going up, another player arrives. And we just landed a splash fireball zap. This guy's on the run. And I thought it was over there for a split second. Let's get an instant replay on that. This guy was around the corner waiting. Had the shotgun pulled up from his recurve bow. We try to juke it. Jump ice bolted him. And he fell. That was actually kind of an epic play, I'm not gonna lie. This guy wasn't really geared at all, but if he did land that shotgun, we do only have like 95 health. With pretty bad PDR, so he would have fried us. I quickly scan his loot again. And that is 4 kills, so I think the only logical thing to do is just leave. We have a full inventory. And that is exactly what we do. Another great second game, honestly. Action-packed. Again, we're gonna tally up all the loot and see how much it's worth. The first 10 items listed here tally up to 2,400 gold. And then the remaining 5 items, which start from the cloak here, are about 1,400 gold. In total, the loot from this video is 15,000 gold, disguising as a Timmy wizard. Not bad at all. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys want to see this again, let me know. It's super fun to do this, especially on a class that is considered weak in solos. However, that is going to conclude the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, take it easy and peace out.